Hello, I'm Susan. Thanks for joining me from your chair. Let's get started. I'll actually have you standing behind your chair this morning. So find your mountain pose. Feet about hip distance apart. Outer edges of your feet parallel. Lift all your toes up. Press down to the base of your big toe, little toe, inner heel, outer heel. Relax the toes down, but keep the arches lifted. Feel the legs firm, belly's drawn in, shoulders are back and down. And here is mountain pose. If you like, tuck your thumbs into the hand, wrap your fingers around, and then rest your hands onto your chest, your heart center. And just close your eyes and just start to tune inward into the body and then into the breath. This gesture we've created is the first gesture that we create in the womb. And so see how this feels. Maybe doesn't change anything. But see if you start to feel just a little bit more calm and grounded as you begin your practice today. And when you're ready, let's start to deepen the breath. As you inhale, standing belly, ribs, and chest. And as you exhale, releasing chest, ribs, and belly. If you like, you can keep the lower belly drawn in, and as you inhale, expand through upper belly, ribs, and chest. And as you exhale, drawing in, releasing chest, ribs, and upper belly. And see here if you can sense on that in-breath, not just the expansion, but that lengthening as the crown of your head reaches up towards the sky and you grow taller. And as you exhale, sense the legs and then your feet grounding towards the earth. And just creep back. One last deep breath in through the belly, ribs and chest, and then out through the chest, the ribs, the belly. Awesome. If you closed your eyes, go ahead and open them. Release your arms, and we'll come back behind that chair into tabletop. So today we're practicing some of my favorite poses, regular poses we do on the mat, but using the chair. So my ears are away from my shoulders, my spine is long, and I can create, if I need to, slight bend in the knees to maintain that arch in the lower back. Draw my chin in, my ears come back, my neck is long. Now as I inhale, my hips tilt forward, I arch the back, tailbone and head lift up. And as I exhale, I create that posterior tilt into the pelvis, tailbone tucks under, back rounds, and the chin tucks in. So move with the breath now into your cow, feeling the hip points come forward, back arches on the in-breath, and then the hip points come back rounds on the out-breath. So perhaps noticing today that connection between your pelvis and the spine. Just bring your awareness to the breath and trying to move with the breath. After this next exhale, let's meet in the center. Bring your right leg back. And as you inhale, lift that right leg up. And then exhale, round into the back, drawing knee to your nose. Inhale, you'll extend the leg back. Exhale, rounding knee to nose. Inhale, leg comes back. Exhale, rounding knee to nose. And this last time, inhale, let's stretch that leg back. So press through that heel. Keep the right hip, knee, toes pointing down. And maybe extend the left arm forward with the thumb up. Smile here for 5, 4, this is bird dog, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the left hand, right foot in, bend the knees, press yourself up, take a breath. Let's come to the other side. I'll move my chair so you can see me. Come back into that tabletop. Shoulders away from the ears, spine long, knees slightly bent. And then reach that left leg back. On your next inhale, lift that leg up. Exhale, rounding the back, bringing knee to nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, rounding the back, knee to nose. Inhale, stretch it back. Exhale, rounding knee to nose. And inhale, let's stretch the leg back. Press that heel away from you. Drop the left hip. Keep left hip, knee and toes pointed down. Spine is long. Maybe stretch that right arm forward with the thumb up. And smile for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your hand down. Bring the foot down. Now go ahead, keep the bend in your knees, walk yourself back, reach your seat all the way back till you feel a stretch along the spine and the back of the legs. This is down dog along the chair. So bring your ears between your biceps, between your arms, and breathe. Inhaling, expanding belly, ribs, and chest. Exhale, feeling the chest, ribs, belly draw in. I love this variation of downward facing dog. If you find it bothers your shoulders, you can come forward, resting your elbows down and stretch back. And just take one last breath there. Then when you're ready, just slowly walk yourself forward and come up to standing. Now go ahead and turn your chair around so it's facing the front of your mat, like this, and you'll stand in front of the chair. And then go ahead and sit down onto the chair. I'll make my feet parallel in seated mountain pose, slide my shoulders back and down. And then when you're ready, I'm going to inhale here, and as I exhale, I'm going to press down through my feet, rise all the way up, reach my arms up, and exhale, sit back down. So let's try that again, and I'll give you the correct breath. Inhale, we'll rise up, and exhale, we'll sit back and down. And just notice how, as you sit back into chair pose, you reach your seat back and the weight goes back into your heels. So this is sitting to standing. And it's an awesome way to strengthen into those legs. Let's come up. And from here, go ahead and sit back, but not all the way into the chair. So I'll bend my knees, reach my seat back, make my way towards that chair. Weight is into my heels, draw my belly in, lift my heart up, and then maybe widen my arms so my elbows are straight, my wrists are flat for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. all the way on up. Release the arms down, roll the shoulders. Awesome. So we did it, chair pose or fierce pose. Now you'll turn the chair around and you'll come into a wide-legged stance. So you'll start with your right leg closer to the chair and come into our wide-legged stance, or sometimes I like to think of this as wide-legged mountain pose. Outer edges of my feet are parallel, if that feels good to you. Make my L with my fingers, put them on my hip creases, turn my right leg forward, toes forward, and bring the left heel away. So make sure the hips are still level and you're facing the side. Now from here, I'm going to stretch my arms out, palms also facing the side, and I'll bend the right knee, lift the heel, and just tilt myself over, and then my fingertips or my hand will come down onto that chair. I'll lower the heel, straighten into the knee, and this is triangle pose. Press through the four corners of both feet, base of your big toe, little toe, inner heel, outer heel. And then notice how this feels into the body. Can you keep the legs firm and open up through the chest? And then smile. Now when you're ready, go ahead and put that upper hand onto the hip, slide the shoulder back and down, bend into the right knee, and then slide the back foot forward. So notice here, my back hip is still facing the side. Now press through the four corners of your right foot and take the weight off of that right hand. You'll come all the way forward and then lift that leg up, keeping the hip points facing the side. Press that heel away from you, ground through the standing leg, and then maybe laugh or smile. This is half moon. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Can you close your eyes? And then go ahead, open your eyes, release that foot down, and then press yourself up. Turn the toes forward, heel toe the feet together. Take a breath. So when you're ready, go ahead and turn and face your chair. And I'll bend my knees and place my hands on the side of the chair and slowly walk my legs back, keeping my hands under my shoulders. And then you'll notice I formed a plank, a nice long line from the crown of my head down to my heels. My legs are firm. My belly is drawn in, tailbone can be tucked under slightly. Feel that engagement. Press through my hands if that would feel good to you. And holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Bend your knees, walk yourself forward. Come on up. So we'll come into our wide-legged stance, this time with the left leg closer to the chair, outer edges of your feet parallel. Make that L with my fingers. Turn my left foot, hip, knee, toes forward. Back heel comes away. Make sure the hips are level. Reach my arms out. Bend into the left knee. Lift the heel. And then just tilt myself over. Fingertips or hand may touch onto the chair. Lower the heel down. Straighten into that knee. Awesome. Here is your triangle pose. So really pressing down through your feet. The legs are firm. Lower belly's drawn in. And see, can you create ease and openness into that upper body? Take one last deep breath here. This is triangle pose. Just knowing there's nowhere you have to go. There's nothing you have to achieve in these poses. You just breathe. Just bring awareness to your body, to the sensations as we move through the practice. So when you're ready, put your upper hand onto the hip, bend into the front knee, and bring that back leg forward. So once again, noticing this back hip is turned to the side. Press through the four corners of your left foot, and then maybe reach that hand forward, but put more of the weight into the foot as you lift that back leg up. So keeping the hip turned open, press that heel away. And just notice how this feels without judgment or criticism. Really press through that standing leg. Draw the belly in. Firm through the upper leg. Maybe you could smile or even a laugh, a giggle. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release that foot down and then come on up. I forgot to have you close your eyes, but you can do that the next time. Turn the toes forward, heel toe the feet together, and then find your mountain. Awesome. Let's turn and face the chair again. And then this time, I'm going to come into my wide-legged stance. You can put your hands on the hip creases, bend into the knees, and inhale, stand tall. Exhale, folding, reaching the outer belly towards those thighs. Then you can release your hands down onto the chair. Slide the shoulder blades down the back. And this is wide-legged standing forward fold. So I enjoy using the chair here because I can still get a stretch without trying to achieve anything, reaching the ground. So bring your awareness instead into perhaps into the back, the inner thighs, back of the thighs, the hamstrings. So to create that stretch, sort of optimal sensation for you. And then after this next breath, go ahead and bend your knees, press the feet away from each other, rise all the way on up, heel toe the feet together. And we'll come back behind the chair. So go ahead and turn your chair around. Start in your mountain pose, and I'll have my fingertips onto the back of the chair. Outer edges of my feet are parallel, and then from here I'm going to learn to engage the back side of the body. So I'll lift the right leg up, extension in the right hip, and lower it down. Lift the left leg back, and then lower it down. And perhaps you want to imagine here that inner thigh coming back, rotating slightly inward and back. So if you can, avoid turning this leg out, so keeping it facing forward. If you want, you can add on, stretch the left arm as you reach the right leg back, and then right arm comes up as the left leg comes back. So this is a little bit variation of locust pose, strengthening through the back side of the body. So you may feel a little bit of a back bend. And let's just do one more on each side. Awesome. Let's come into a little bit of a back bend here. Relax your shoulders back and down. Maybe interlace our fingers behind our back. Hug those upper arm bones together. And then when you're ready, lift the heart up as you inhale, and then as you exhale, leaning back. So see if you can keep the belly, the lower ribs drawn in. And then nuzzle the chin back, bring your ears back. Take one last breath here, and then we'll come all the way on up. Awesome. Put your fingertips back onto the chair, bend in, soft bend into both knees, step the right leg back, right toes turn forward, little space between the legs, left knee stacked over the ankle. And then from here, press down to the left foot, lift all the way on up. And here is crescent lunge. Back leg is nice and firm. Draw the lower belly in. As you inhale, lifting the sternum away from the navel. And as you exhale, drawing the lower belly in a little bit more and firming through those legs. And then when you're ready, you'll lean forward, spine is long. Press through that left foot, lift that right leg up. This is warrior 3. Slide the shoulder blades down the back. Press that right heel away from you. Drop the right hip down. Belly in. Lift the heart up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And bend into that left knee. Bring that leg back for a moment into your lunge. And then bring that back leg forward. Shake it out. Awesome. So let's do that on the other side. So find your mountain pose. And then when you're ready, soft bend in both knees. Lean forward with this long spine. Step the left leg all the way back. Right knee is stacked over the ankle. There's some space between the legs. Back toes turn forward. And then when it feels good to you, go ahead and bring your shoulders up over those hips. So find your crescent lunge. As you inhale, sternum lifts away from the navel. Exhale, drawing that lower belly in, firming through those legs. Just take one last breath here. And then when you're ready, we'll lean forward again with that long spine. Press through the right foot, lift the left leg up. Press that left heel away from you as you drop the left hip down, keeping left hip, knee, and toes pointed down. Warrior 3. Are you still breathing? Are you still smiling? And then when you're ready, go ahead and step that left leg back. Briefly into crescent lunge. Press to the right foot. Bring that back leg forward. Awesome. And that was your lunge. From here, go ahead and come back to the front of your chair. Stand tall. Roll the shoulders back and down. Returning back to mountain. As you inhale, let's reach both arms out and up. And exhale, lean over towards the right into a side bend. So this is also half moon pose. Ground through both feet. Slide the left shoulder back. Look straight ahead. And then next inhale, let's reach both arms up. Exhale, lean over to the left. Slide this time your right shoulder down. Look straight ahead. Nuzzle that chin in. And then inhaling, reach both arms up. And exhale, feel the palms touch. Lower down to heart center. And then down towards the earth. Awesome. Let's make our way back onto the chair. And then from here, let's place our feet A little bit wider. Toes out, heels in. Roll the shoulders back and down. Press down through your feet. This is Goddess Squat. And as you inhale, reach arms out and up, crossing behind you. Exhale, brushing that tension away. Inhale, reach the arms up, gather new energy. And then exhale, draw it into the body. Inhale, arms out and up. Crossing hands behind you. Exhale, brush off any remaining tension. Inhale, gather new energy. Exhale, draw it into the body. One last time. Inhale, up. Cross behind, exhale. And then inhale, gather that new energy up. And then exhale, draw it in. Awesome. Take a breath here. Release your arms down. Bring the legs together. If you like, you can cross your right ankle over that left thigh. Draw the toes in. You can cross the legs like this. So you pick, or cross a little bit lower. We'll sit, inhale, sit tall. Exhale, turning belly, chest, and head to the right. With each inhale, you sit a little taller. Exhale, turn a little bit more to the right. And then we'll inhale, return to center. Exhale, reaching belly down towards the thigh as you fold over that leg. So figure four stretch in the chair. You can draw the ankle back to protect the knee. And then let's come all the way on up. Uncross the legs. Now cross the left ankle over that right thigh, or cross the leg all the way over, or just cross it lower at the legs, at the ankles. So wherever you like. We'll inhale, sit tall. Exhale, now turning belly, chest, and then head to the left. With each inhale, you sit a little taller. Exhale, turning belly, ribs, and chest a little bit more. And then when you're ready, unwind yourself as you inhale, sit tall. And then exhale, fold over. Keeping, if you like, the ankle flexed, dorsiflex to protect the knee. Slide your shoulders down the back. And then if you like, you can tuck the chin in. Figure four stretch. Then when you're ready, come all the way on up. Uncross the legs, tap the legs out. And then you can sit back into your chair and relax, or lie down onto the mat. Come into full corpse pose. Your choice. Wherever you're at, when you're ready, you'll close your eyes. And just bring your awareness back into the body, into the breath. Thank you for taking care of yourself so lovingly today. Namaste.